All right, it's May 2-4 weekend. The weather is going to be hot. Maybe some rain here and there in the Toronto and Ontario area, but it's going to be fantastic. Normally, this is the weekend where gardeners get out there for the first time, the unofficial start of summer. Frank Ferragini joining us from the Floor 5, the first time in 2021. The Floor 5 breakfast television patio to give us a planting primer. Frankie, take it away. What do gardeners need to do first this weekend?
First, I have a quick question for you guys. Have you guys drove by a garden center recently?
I have.
Lineups.
Yeah, they're like a nightclub. There's like a bouncer and everything else. So you got to pack your patience as you head this weekend, and I want to make it nice and easy for you as well. So here we go, guys. Let's talk a little bit about the garden season. A lot of times people are going to go to their garden center and look at some wonderful plants that are there. And with that, you shop with your eyes. And often you'll say to yourself, wow, is that ever a beautiful looking hydrangea? And you know, with a planter like this, it's more for part sun. So it's really knowing about the light that you have in your garden before going there. Because if you have full sun, which is 6 hours of direct afternoon light during the afternoon, you would then go and pick a plant like a geranium would be your best choice. So first off, don't shop with your eyes, pick the right plant for the right place, you're going to do well. Second off, what we want to do is really think about picking healthy plants. If you're going to go to the garden center, look for the healthiest ones that are not brown or ones that look tired or even just too dry. You want a key to start off with the right plant that's nice and healthy. Next off, before you're going to be planting whatsoever, you got to think about a container that you're going to plant in. So you want to make sure that container does have drainage. If it doesn't have any drainage, all you're going to do is pop something in, as simple as that, can add a little bit of drainage, one of the old grower pots, and then you're going to use a potting soil. Like a moisture control soil is always the best for something that's going to go in a container just like that. And with that, you can see I'm creating a little bit of a mess. This has the ability to keep nice and moist at the same time and then dry as well. So when it comes to planting, first thing that we always want to do is pay attention to the day. A hot summer day, the middle of the day, not a good day for you to be planting. Too hot outdoors, not good for the plants. The cooler times in the day, that is more in the morning hours or the evening hours, when the sun's starting to set, is the time to start to plant. Before you plant, always give them a little quick watering. That's going to be so helpful because that's not going to stress the root system. Next off, this is going to sound crazy. You're going to go and you're going to pick off the flowers. And you're going to say, why are we picking off the flowers? The reason why we're picking off the flowers, particularly with marigolds, is by sacrificing today, it's going to help for tomorrow because that plant's going to focus on its root instead of the flower. Then what you're going to do is just to take these out of these cell packs, you gently squeeze the bottom, you can just flip, a little pull, just like that. The plant comes out nicely. Then to plant, all you're going to do is just work the root system a little bit. You're going to go into your planter, your pot, sink it right in, push it in, tamp around, and that's simply how you want to do it. Key step right after that, though, is you're going to want to water that pot right after, or the garden. And then the other couple tips that I would give you as well is that you could always use a quick start fertilizer. A quick start fertilizer is something that's going to reduce the amount of transplant chalk that a plant's going to go through. So there you have it. Right plant for the right place. Key, use the right soil. Plant during the coolest time during the day, water before, water after, and bam, you'll be perfect, perfectly dirty.
Frankie, that was tough to watch, seeing you take the flowers off. We were all like this, no.
We're groaning.
But that's, you know what that does is I guarantee you'll have more blooms for tomorrow. So sometimes, guys, we take away today and we step back today to give more for tomorrow, especially when it comes to the world of plants.
That's beautiful. It's easy being green when you're Frank Ferragini. Thanks, bud. Great tips as always. At Frank Ferragini for more information. It's the long weekend. A lot of people are going to be doing that.
For sure. There's a real buzz about the segment. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there is a buzz out here, right? Yeah. Construction in Toronto. The sound in Toronto.
Look at the whole city is just like, look at what Frank just did to that flower.
There's a helicopter over me right now.
Yeah.
I think this is breaking news.
Cue it all. That's what it's like
Love you,
outdoors in the
Frankie.
city.
Wow.
Great stuff as always, man. Honestly, Frank, I learn something every time you do one of these. You're great.
It's true.
Thanks
Thanks,
for doing
guys.
this.
Thanks. It's my passion. It's what I love.
Obviously,
tell.
it's great. We love it. Thank you very much. The one and only Frank Ferragini, legend here in the city of Toronto. All right, long weekend coming up, which means you might want to get your errands done early. Coming up, we're going to tell you what's open and closed, and really there's no in between. It's either open or closed. We got details next. It's a Victoria Day weekend, folks. Happy Friday.